Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. This week we went over pet travel. We went over how pet traveling can be challenging yet fun. And listen, our pet companion, sometimes we can't leave them back home. We have to take them with us. And the show was about taking a plane, taking the train, taking the road on your car, or taking a cruise ship. We talked about how uh, obviously the easiest and the less hassle was by car. But even though you travel by car, you still have to be careful, right? You still need to bring the medication if they require any. You still have to bring that essential bag with all the main necessity, wee wee pad if it's a small dog or a cat, toothbrush, some snack treats, right? You want to go down here? I'm gonna let you go. Come on, be careful. Okay, let's go down. Ay, you still have to plan it out, especially if you're gonna be on the road for more than one day. The great thing about being on the road for more than one day, you have great apps. I showed you, Bring Fido, or you had Pet Smart. You had the Pet Smart app, and I'm gonna go over them. But these were excellent, easy going, easy to navigate apps. Um, the most challenging in traveling with your pet is going abroad, international, and I'm going to touch on that on this show because there's a lot of certifications, medical certifications you have to have when you travel abroad, and I'm going to reserve some time on this show about that. But definitely, the most challenging also can be a cruise ship. We saw yesterday that traveling by cruise, not many of them offer bring your friendly pet traveling. I believe out of 20 25 cruise ship lines, probably three or four are pet friendly. So that was a bummer because they're not catering to the middle aged retirees, senior citizens who they might have just their pet companion with them and they want to travel with them. So I thought that was a bummer. By plane, it can be challenging also, but there's a lot of resources to help you plan, especially apps and websites, and I provided that for you. By train, can be challenging also because they only allow certain height, weight, certain breeds, and not all big major train lines allow pets so to all destinations, so that was challenging also. So I love planes because it allow it, but we also want to avoid cargo. We want to make sure we travel with our pet in the cabin area. That was a challenge also. You want to avoid the cargo area. um but the easiest, most fun, and I thought less challenging is by car. Definitely by car. Road trip. So if you're traveling domestically and you can take your car, by all means, make that your number one option. Another thing I want to throw in there is that either option you choose, if you want to travel like a pro, you want to make sure you document your travel experience. And with the newest technologies we have these days, whether it's a phone, a camera, it makes it easy to capture that experience. So that's something too that you want to make sure you do. Especially you're traveling with a pet companion. It's your first flight on a plane. You want to make sure you take as much photos as possible. You can also frame these photos, whether it's your first. travel by Amtrak's, by train, whether it's your first cruise ship or your first road trip, documenting this experience with your pet companion. I think it's a great thing to do, and that's something we shouldn't forget. I know that sometimes, like I said in this show, this week was pet travel, and if it's your first time traveling, it's going to be a challenge no matter what. However, in that challenge, you can break down those experiences and make it fun. And you do that by taking a lot of pictures and maybe a lot of recordings, especially if it's a phone. You can record the experience. So don't forget about that. And that will make you traveling, that will make turn you into a professional traveler. First time can be challenging. You consistently do it, you travel with your pet companion, then you're gonna become a pro. Um, and traveling like a pro is just a matter of uh, taking in the moment and taking pictures, recording those moments, and that's something that you're gonna have with you forever. Especially if you grow old with your pet companion, right? You can make it an amazing experience. So let me share about traveling abroad. I thought that was going to be a challenge, and it is. And I'm going to go over that today with you now. So, pet travel guidance for pet traveling to another country from the United States. So, this is from the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, U.S. Department of Agriculture. And this was June 5th, 2024. So, it's recent. Pet travel to a foreign country can be complex and time consuming. Before you start the process, you need to know the following type of animal traveling: destination country, the date of departure from the United States, and whether or not the pet will be traveling alone, as cargo, with a person in the cabin. Determine whether your animal qualifies as a pet. A pet is privately owned companion animal not intended for research or resale. Dogs, cat, ferrets, rabbits, rodents, hedgehog, reptiles, amphibians, pet birds. Birds considered poultry include chicken, doves, geese. So, what are the requirements to take my pet from the United States to another country? So, this is the most challenging. Traveling abroad uh, in another country, it is the most challenging. And you can always refer to this website, and I'm going to show you another one. You're gonna need definitely to go to your veterinarian. They're gonna have to fill out, obviously, certify that your pet's healthy, and besides that, they're gonna need other documents. And it's called the USDA accredited veterinarian certification. And your veterinarian will help you fill this out. How do I get my pet health certificate endorsed by the USDA? And then you're going to have to mail it out. If the destination country requires one, which most of them do, the USDA endorsed, countersigned, and embossed stamp health certificate works with your accredited veterinarian to complete, sign, and date the health certificate. So your veterinarian will most likely know about this. And if they don't, it's okay. You're going to print out these documents, and you'll see them here at the website, this website. And it gives you a checklist and everything. So this is going to be the most challenging, traveling abroad with your pet. But everything is here. That's what this show is about: helping you get your documents together and guiding you to the right place to make your life easy. Then I found this other website: take a pet from the United States to another country. That's a similar website, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, just another page. And the great thing about this is that If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you get find your destination country requirements. So you type in, well, you don't have to type in. You scroll down here, you find the country, and you click go. So let's take a quick, I want to take my country to tropical. I'll say Aruba. How about that? And let's say go. And as you can see here, pet travel from the United States to Aruba. What am I gonna need? So you go here and everything is here that you're gonna need, what you require. So I thought that was a great feature. You scroll back down, you can choose another country. So this is a great feature if you're traveling abroad. And that's what this show is about, making it easy for you. And it seems like they have every country you could think of. Every country you could think of. So in terms of the most challenging traveling would be going abroad with your pet. But you never know. Maybe you have family, there's a wake or something. You have to, and you have no other choice. You want to take your pet with you. This is what you're gonna have to do. The easiest, again, remember, is by car road trip. That would be my number one. Less challenging and easy pet stress-free travel by car. Number two would be plane. Number three would be Amtrak, by train. And number four would be cruise, because out of 25, 30 cruise line, only 2 or 3 allow you a pet friendly, allow you to bring in your pet. So you're limited there. And I would rank that number 4. Then ASPCA, you can't go wrong. Travel safety tips. And again, traveling by plane, I love it. Gives you a little synopsis. Don't forget, anytime you travel by plane, you're gonna need an approved shipping crate if you're gonna put them in the cargo area. But even the cabin, you're gonna need an approved carrier, and you can always go to Amazon, where you will find, unless you have your local pet store, pet shop. Bring Fido. I love it. You travel abroad, you can type here destination, easy to manage, easy to navigate, and they have a mobile app, IO or Android. You can find a hotel, event services, Airbnb, restaurants, activities, and this is one of the most pet friendliest websites you're gonna find. Top dog events worldwide. You're gonna get reviews. I mean, I just came across this website doing my research, and I found it fantastic. I uploaded the app, and as you can see here, browse by region. They're in Africa, Middle East, Asia, Australia, South America, Canada, Central, South Europe, Mexico, Caribbean, United States, and you can, and domestically, every city, I believe, in the United States here, you can get. I mean, you can't go wrong with this website. I have no affiliations, no association with Bring Fido. I just think they have a hell of a website dedicated to pets and pet lovers, and you can't go wrong. Another website I came across was petswelcome.com. And with petswelcome.com, same thing, easy to manage. I thought it was very pet friendly, especially for a pet lover. You get reviews. Something that stood out to me right away was, if you taking a car road trip, all these hotels are what you're gonna run into. Comfort Inn, Holiday Inn, La Quinta. These are the hotels you're gonna run into. I mean, I drove to Florida a couple of times, and this is what you're gonna see on the road. Search pet-friendly hotel chains by weight and fee. I love it. I mean, You scroll down, top destinations, they have it. They have browse by state. Very easy going. I love it. Easy website to manage. Excellent. Last article, Shameless Pets. I thought this was a very intriguing article. Possum Adventures, how to travel with your cat like a pro. As you know, I have 4 cats. So, of course, I'm going to find this article intriguing, right? Explore the ins and outs of traveling with a cat, from choosing the right carrier to dealing with common travel related issues. So, and then over here, it breaks it down. That's why I love this. By plane. The great thing is, a very popular way to travel with pets, especially cat. The most important thing to do as you begin planning your travel is to see the requirements airlines have. So we know if you missed pet travel this week, I went over Monday. It was first flight with your dog. Tuesday. Did I wake you up? Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? I woke up Bob. You okay, Bob? Am I too loud for you? You wanna come on my lap? You wanna come on my lap, Bob? You can come over here. You wanna come over here? You can come. Huh? Oh, you wanna come over? Wanna come? Come? You wanna come? Come. Let's go. Come here. Come on. Okay, stay down. On Tuesday we went over first travel with your cat by plane. Wednesday we talked about 2, 3, 4 star hotels and how you can get pet packages in terms of friendliest pet travel hotels. Obviously, 5 star, you're gonna get. I mean, you saw hotels that offer pet robes, uh, uh, 5 star food with catered, fresh, homemade by the chef. So if you're gonna eat like a star, a movie star, your pet's gonna eat like a movie star. However, when it comes to the road hotels, right? A lot of them waive the fee, so the pet fee of having the pet with you, that fee can range easily from $50 to $200. So, when it comes to a 2, 3 star hotel, you're looking about $100 average. I mean, you can go to your local Walmart and you know uh, treat your pet to accessories that you would usually not buy. They have a great aisle there. I'm one of those that shop look for deals, but they had a great. I'm a big Target fan too, but you can use that waive fee, $100 fee they waived, and spend it on your pet. So it's not like your pet can enjoy the vacation like a movie star also. So that's something to think about also. Um, but traveling by plane, obviously, you have to plan ahead. Vaccination records. You have to make sure you have an approved carrier. Uh, size, weight. Make sure that the dog or cat it's okay to carry it. Has to be a certain weight. So all this you're gonna find here. You want to have put a nice shirt in there in the carrier so they can always have your smell. Traveling by car. Think about cross country. Bring your cat along with your ride. There's quite a few perks. When traveling by car, make sure you still have a carrier to use in place of the back seat of your vehicle. It's important to make sure that the cat is secure, safe. A cat roaming a car can be distracting, hazardous. Big mistake. You never want to leave a cat. And especially if you're going long distance, it's best to stop at least every 2 to 3 hours. Traveling by train. Think of a train trip. If you suspect the noise on a train may make your cat nervous or uncomfortable, consider talking with your vet before traveling to try a sedative or an anti-anxiety medication to make them feel relaxed. Traveling by boat, while it may be less likely that you will be traveling by boat, as you can see, traveling on a cruise ship is not really very pet friendly. Probably 2 or 3 cruise lines only offer pet friendly cruise lines, so it's still possible. So we'll cover that too. Many of of the same considerations will be at play. Make sure that the crate is comfortable. Environment, carrier will be key. So everything across the board is the same. I think the most difficult one and challenging is going to be traveling abroad, because you're going to require additional paperwork in terms of certifications. Uh, and all this is because they want to make sure there's no spread of rabies and any kind of other animal germ or disease that can be picked up by an animal. But traveling internationally will be the most challenging. And that only can be made easier if you watch the show. I directed you. If you saw the website I provided, there's on the bottom, there's an easy navigation link. You put in your country and it gives you what requirements that country requires. So I think that makes life a lot easier. And definitely you always want to plan for the unexpected. What does it mean by that? Wherever you're going, whether it's internationally or domestically, you want to make sure that you research a nearby vet, an emergency place in case something happens. You can always have that address on call, and you can get to them with your pet. It was an exciting week. Pet travel. I learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot. So, what is the topic for next week? The topic for next week is going to be pet surgeries. Now, we know pet surgery can be expensive, very expensive. If it's an emergency surgery, it can be very expensive. And what's saving pet lovers in the times we live now is that we have a lot of advanced technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and this technology is advancing care and making life easier for pets, making it more affordable for pet parents. Just like humans, pets can develop everything humans develop: asthma, cancer, break a leg, break an arm, shortness of breath. Old age can bring on, a bad heartbeat. Everything that we get as humans, believe it or not, pets can get also as they get older. And we pray that they don't, but it happens. And when that happens, then we have emergency bills. Those emergency bills can be, catastrophic, in the thousands, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. So as a pet lover, we love our pet. We're going to spend that money. However, there was a time where I say 5, 10 years ago, a surgery that costs, $5,000, $10,000, it's probably half of that now. 50% you can shave off because of artificial intelligence, because of machine learning, because of robots, and all this technological advancement has improved the life of pets. So I know that sometimes when we talk about artificial intelligence, it can be a iffy topic because people think, oh, it's taking away jobs. But in terms of pets, it's done good for them, and it's going to do better. And that's going to be next week's topic, and that's going to be the topic that, especially if you have a pet that's on the older side, if you have a pet that has developed many of the things I mentioned, like irregular heartbeat, asthma, shortness of breath, broken a leg, arm, fractured, anything requires surgery, you definitely want to watch the show. A few things. Watch the Pets Rules Show Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Please support the Pets Rules Show. Don't forget to subscribe. That's going to be your homework for today. You watch any of the episodes, Please subscribe. Help the show out. For pet deals, you can go to hlcpets.com for pet deals, articles, local businesses, hlcpets.com. You want to send me an email, petsrule@hlcpets.com. You want to be on a future episode of the show, petsrule@hlcpets.com. Email me. Everything about pets, you have questions. I'm Mr. Animal Lover, your professional, will answer all your questions. You want to chat about your pet, you want to share your pet story, you can call me 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 1-800-213-0988. That's 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 1-800-213-0988. And there's going to be a short fee for that, $1.99 per minute. 2 awesome mobile apps and website for this week to make your pet travel life easy. Not just your pet travel, but if you want to go to restaurants, if you want to find the right hotels, if you want to find the right activities with your pet, go to bringfido.com, bringfido.com. And the second one is petswelcome.com, petswelcome.com and bringfido.com. The links for this week, for today, shamelesspets.com, the blog, aspca.org/pet, especially if you're taking a trip internationally. You definitely want to visit that site. All the way, you navigate all the way to the bottom of the site. You're going to see a toolbar where you can scroll, enter the country you're going to, click submit, and it will show you the requirements for that international country. This is bringfido.com, great mobile app and website. Then you have, again, the USDA for certifications, health certifications, especially if you're traveling abroad. And this was the second one. Please support the show. It's an independent show. Please support the show. It's an independent show. You can scan on the website. Use your phone to scan. Scan to donate to the Pets Rule Show. Again, it's an independent show. We do this for the love of pets. I'm going to help you save a few pennies, make your life easier. Support the show. Go to GoFundMe, scan to donate, Pets Rule Show. I had fun this week teaching you, showing you where to go for your resources for pet travel. One thing I want to remind you, do not forget to document, take pictures, video record when you go on those travels, when you go to those destinations with your pet companion. That way it can stay with you forever. And you're growing old with your pet, you have something you can go back to and reminisce, just like we do with adults. We take pictures, we get married, take pictures, we go out to restaurants now. There's no shame in doing it with your pet, taking pictures and recording, especially you're going on a road trip, you're going on a plane trip, you're taking the local train to your destination, or you're going on a cruise ship. Do not forget to travel like a pro. And what's going to make you a pro? Videotaping it, taking pictures, and doing it more than once, obviously. That's going to make you a pro. Thank you for watching this week. I'm Mr. Animal Lover. Do not forget, Pets Rule Show, 7:30, 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. Stay tuned for next week. Share with your friends and family, especially if you have a pet that's on the older side, or you just want to learn more about pet surgeries and how to save money as you live a long life with your pet companion. Have a good night.